Chasing the stars, we'll stride into the dawn. Never back down till the battle is won. Face each foe with hearts brave and true, unafraid of the unknown, because I'll face it all with you.
Hello, I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. It. Today, we'll be looking at Doggans' Dave Does Disney video on New Fantasyland.
New Fantasyland soft open! New Fantasyland soft open!
Me. Ah, the struggles of trying to film a video while being a considerate park goer.
Yes, I was lucky enough to be visiting Magic Kingdom on a day where there just happened to be a dress rehearsal for the Enchanted Forest, the crown jewel of the New Fantasyland expansion.
Arguably the only important part of said expansion. Sorry, Storybook Circus. You look nice, though.
We'll start in the back of the expansion, because that's the stuff based on the movie I don't care about quite as much.
Understandable, but an awkward flow. Me.
First, they've reopened Ariel's Grotto, home of the Ariel meet and greet. Step right up and take your picture with an actress whose legs fell asleep an hour ago.
You ever wonder if that sensation was one of the things that Ariel wanted to learn about?
Then, the White Witch of Narnia turned Ariel into wood and fastened her to the front of a ship, signaling the entrance to the Little Mermaid ride.
Was that something she did? I definitely recall stone statues, and she may or may not have moved on to ejecting people from their bodies, but not making them Groot.
The queue winds you through the outside of Prince Eric's castle before taking you inside Ariel's cave, which has been hit by a storm, scattering all of the human junk.
Unsurprising, it is Florida.
Holographic CGI crabs are putting things away, but if they put the wrong thing in the pile, it's up to a kid to point at them. That's the whole game. Most of the time, they put the right thing in the right pile, but if it's the wrong thing, they just wait around to be pointed at.
So what happens if they get pointed at when they put the right thing in? Me. Agatha Vile's time has come.
Crab experiments.
Then you get to the ride itself, which I've been reliably informed is identical to the recent California Adventure ride, so I won't go into too much detail since I know some jerk with a camera is planning on tackling this as soon as Chris Hansen is sufficiently distracted.
Actually, even before that show went on semi-permanent hiatus, Jerk stated he was likely never going to actually review it. Still mildly disappointing.
Then we stroll from wherever the hell Prince Eric lives.
The prevailing theory seems to be Denmark. Unless you believe the live-action version, which I think was some fictional southern island.
There's Bonjour Gifts, which is supposed to look like the bookshop, but has a depressing lack of books.
Sad part is, this would have been a great spot for an East Coast off the page.
Then there's Gaston's Tavern, a quick service restaurant modeled after the home of the funniest villain song to ever not be part of the South Park movie.
Gaston isn't even the funniest villain song in Disney. Me.
Alright, we're about to try LeFou's Brew, which is apple juice with toasted marshmallow and like mango fashion something. It's some mixture of fruits. Apparently they just, they have a similar drink over at Cars Land, but this one is themed after a better movie.
Actually, it's more similar to Disneyland's Boysen Apple Freeze. The only difference is it uses boysenberry instead of mango.
Maurice must have really been going in circles. This map is only 5 years old. Toontown Fair must still be around here somewhere.
Okay, that's an insane nitpick, but I'll let it slide because the payoff was really clever.
Then the cast member will tell you about the mirror on the wall.
What about the mirror?
The mirror? I think it's a very nice mirror.
Yeah, who's that right now?
Well, they'll tell you about it after they get the cue that it's time to move on.
Does it serve a particular purpose?
Well, I mean,
Is there anything
whatever.
magical about it?
Well, whatever Maurice wants to make sure it looks good when he goes up to dinner or something. I mean, he's gotta look his best when he goes to visit Belle. I mean, he's going to a castle.
Yeah, they should give them a better stalling script for this one.
Okay, but to be fair, that guest was really trying to push it.
Is this haunted mirror actually stretching?
You joke, but that is an insanely good effect.
Gentlemen, I think we finally figured out the perfect way to encapsulate the magic of Beauty and the Beast in a theme park attraction. 2 words, time travel.
Great Scott!
I think we finally figured out the perfect way to encapsulate the magic of Beauty and the Beast in a theme park attraction. 2 words, time travel.
Okay, this bit goes on for way too long. I know it did in Birdemic as well, but that's no excuse.
Anyway, now we're in a hallway, and the wardrobe is there.
Oh god, we're gonna have to push her out of the way without waking her up.
Tonight's the night Belle and the Beast fall in love. Well, at least we hope so.
Romance is gonna happen tonight.
Then you enter the library, and man, I thought the Jeopardy set looked smaller in person than on camera. This is tiny. Not quite the grandeur of the movie's library. Of course, they have to fit 2 libraries in the building so they can offset 2 performances of the show and move the line along more quickly, so I'll accept it.
At least this one still exists.
On the mantle is Lumiere, who might be the best animatronic I've ever seen. Sure, his face is just a screen, we've all seen that before, but his body motion is fluid, and aside from the fact that he just stands in one place, he really looks like the cartoon character come to life.
To ruin the magic a little bit, I'm pretty sure he's actually a puppet. That's why he's put in front of a black backdrop.
Suddenly, the biggest, most ferocious beast Belle had ever seen jump out and roar!
That was it? Do it again.
On the one hand, I feel like that's a bit mean to a random kid, but on the other hand, that was a perfect setup for that bit. Overall, this is a fine look at New Fantasyland during its soft open. One thing I will complain about, though, is the ending, comparing it to Disney's Fantasyland. I understand the inclination, but I feel like it's a moot point because you're not going to go to either of these parks just for this one area. I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you.